Hello, everybody. Happy St. Patty's Day. I hope you're all staying safe and warm and not partying too hard. As you can see, I really went out and went all in with my hockey jersey, partying in the pubs. Jokes, didn't go out. Don't have money for that. Anyways, I had stuff to do, and then I just watched that Penguins game, and we just lost 2-0 to the New Jersey Devils. We outshot them 35-18. But we lost because Corey Schneider stole the game and because Mike Johnston made a questionable error in putting the fourth line and Scuderi out on the ice right after TV timeout. Why he did that, I have no idea. The fourth line consists of a guy called up from the AHL, Andrew Abbott, and two of the worst players in the league with Max Lapierre and Craig Adams. He was zero chance of getting any offense, zero chance of getting any defense. Why would you put them out there? I don't know. It's news to me. Andrew Abbott was called up because the only move that they can make to call for it up was to send Derek Pouliot down because Malkin is hurt. Okay, but I saw an interesting point on Twitter. Why not just have 7D, roll with 7D, and leave Abbott down? Why not keep Pouliot up? You've now been shut out 8 times this season. You've been shut out 2 of the last 3 games. You scored 1 goal or less in 4 of the last 5. Yes, some of them you won or got a point, but this is unacceptable. When you have the caliber of skill you have on your team, yes, defense is important, and yes, we are playing much better defensively, except for that one debacle against Detroit last game, which was just a total shit show, and hopefully we've learned from that. But why you would not play 7D and have Pouliot as a guy who can distribute offense is just nonsensical. They're going to have to call him back out for playoff time. I think they will. Mike Johnston knows him. He trusts him. And he's really done wonders for this team. And he's really looked good on the power play especially. He's a really good puck-moving defenseman. I mean, you can't just have Letang do it all for you in the back end. And that's what it is right now. You know, it's like Letang and Crosby. Now that Malkin's out, another one was out. It's like Letang and Crosby and Perron essentially trying to do it all. You know, I thought Downey actually had some great flashes today when he's not going crazy like last game. He got 22 minutes of penalties. When he's not going nuts, he's actually very, very good. Winnick, same thing. He took up that penalty, but overall I thought he had a solid game. Como had some great chances. Again, how goalie it happens. Luckily, Penguins went up to face Corey Schneider in playoffs. But if the Penguins do not get it together and start winning, we might not even be in playoffs. We are hanging on to the 3rd spot in our division. The Rangers, stupidly, are 7 points ahead. Since when did that even happen? They have 95 points. We have 88. And then the Islanders are next with 90 or 92 or something. Like, when did this happen? How did the Rangers all of a sudden just get 7 points ahead? They don't even have Henrik Lundqvist. They're not even that good of a team. I don't even understand how this is going on. Cam Talbot's playing way over his head. The team should not be doing this well. I don't think they should have made to the Cup final last year, and they're not as good as last year. So how this is happening, I don't know. Anyways, my point is that while the process is good and Mike Johnston's preached process all year, it's time to start needing results, and it is getting a bit frustrating. I understand you can't hang your head, and it's really hard to not get frustrated. But I mean, enough is enough. And today they were blatant non-calls. Letang was blatantly tripped at least 2 times, and there was no calls from the refs. Now that could be perhaps Letang mouthed off to the refs yesterday or last game, got a game misconduct and a 10-minute misconduct, and he said after the game he knows he shouldn't have done that, and he said that the refs know that the Penguins sometimes whine a lot and have a reputation for talking, so they don't call things against them, or they call extra penalties for them. That might have been the case here. You can't get a reputation against the referees, and I thought that comment from Letang was really a sign of maturity and a sign that he was aware of what he was doing, because a couple years ago, even last season, the Penguins would just do that. They would yap and yap and yap like the series against the Bruins or the Flyers. The Penguins just totally lost their heads because they just yapped and yapped, and they didn't learn. They didn't learn that that's not the way to go, and it seems that they're finally learning, and that's good. But at some point, it's still got to stop. Steve Downey now has over 200 penalty minutes. The first Penguin to do that since, I think, Rick Tocchet in 92, 93. And he leads the league in penalty minutes by a lot. And he's, becoming more reliability sometimes. I'm really, really worried that he's just going to go nuts during the playoffs. And he's going to cost us a series or a game or something. And, it's going to be bad. So discipline is a big, big factor. I think the defense has been really good. It's unfortunate that we've lost Hornquist and Malkin at a time like now because even though our depth is better, it's still not great. Our fourth line is still pretty piss poor, although when Craig Adams was out of the lineup, it was a lot better. But now that he's playing, it's terrible. And we have Max Lapierre, who's also terrible. And, it's not really a great fourth line. And then you have that Brandon Sutter, who just completely destroys anyone he's on the ice with at all. Like when he was on the line with Perron tonight and Bennett, I thought Perron just completely died. Same with Winnick actually lifts up Brandon Sutter, but even them, they still struggle. They just completely die when he's there. I thought overall Winnick and Spaulding had strong games, and they made Sutter not look quite so bad. But Sutter is just so terrible. It's painful to watch. Anyways, so yeah, I haven't made a video in a while, but we lost this game 2-0. We beat Edmonton 6-4 after having a 4-0 lead. We lost to San Jose in a shootout 2-1, and we beat LA 1-0. We lost to Detroit 5-1 and lost to Boston 2-0. So it's a whole lot of losses. I keep saying that it's good. It's good for Penguin adversity to lose, and I stand by that rule. I think it is good to lose, but we got Washington in our rearview mirror, and we don't want to be playing the Islanders in the playoffs right now, and that's who we're playing. And I'm really, really scared of the Islanders and the Rangers in the playoffs because we saw it happen to the Rangers last year, and the Islanders are the best team in the division. They've destroyed the Penguins all year. So the Penguins are going to have to start winning because I know regular season standings don't matter that much, but you want to get an easier and more favorable opponent. And right now, I'm not thinking any of these are favorable. We'd be better off getting a wild card spot and playing a team in the Atlantic. I feel like we have a better chance of winning because we've been more successful against them this year. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you have a very safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're in the East Coast, Maritimes, I hope you stay safe. The storm's going to come. It should hit here soon. Another one. I know it's ridiculous. It's almost spring. Anyways, please like if you liked this video. Share with all your friends. Let me know what you think is wrong with the Penguins. What would you fix? What would you do about Derek Pouliot? Would you bring him up again, leave him down, whatever? And yeah, I'll see you next game, which is on Thursday, I believe. And all right.